Have you ever wondered if you would make your perfect bread? Please follow through on this video and it's going to be possible. I measured out 700 grams of flour and transferred it into a clean bowl. Next, I measured out my sugar, 120 grams, transferred it as well into the same bowl. I measured my butter but kept it aside until when it was needed. At this point, I kept all the dry ingredients in the bowl first. I went ahead to measure my yeast. It was 10 grams of yeast, and I measured my water, which was 420 grams, and kept it aside. Then I mixed the dry ingredients together using a spatula. You could use your hand, whatever is convenient for you. I mixed it together before deciding to go into add some cinnamon, which adds extra flavor to my bread. So I went in with 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon. Then I further gave it a stir before going in with my butter, and I mixed all of it together to form crumbs before going in with my liquid. You could use warm water or warm milk depending on whatever your preference is. Next, I decided to transfer my warm water into the mix. I went in bits because you do not know what the nature of your flour is. If you pour all of it at once, it could be runny. Also worthy of consideration is the nature of your yeast. Some yeasts require proofing in warm water before you use them. Others require that you transfer them onto the dry mix before using them. Please read your instructions before you start making your bread, or else your bread would not rise. So I mixed until I transferred onto a clean work surface and kept on kneading until it became smooth and stretchy. People have asked how to knead bread. Well, all you need to do is to keep mixing in a pattern that brings it together and makes it stretchy. So whatever works for you, please carry on, but make sure it comes together and is stretchy. At this point, it was all ready, so I transferred it onto a clean bowl, went ahead to cover with my cling film and a clean cloth. Then I transferred into my preheated oven because it was a colder environment, so I wanted a warm place for an hour to allow it rise and double in size. And voila, after an hour, this is exactly what I got. It had doubled in size and it was looking beautiful. Then I sprinkled some flour onto my work surface before transferring in my bread mix to further knead it and to release the air inside of it. Always remember, you do not have a specific pattern on how to do this. Just do what's convenient for you, but please bring your dough onto a smooth consistency. So I went ahead to share it into 2 equal halves before rolling both of them to fit into the bread pan. So you have to remember to tuck in your bread as you roll it to allow the bread firm on the inside. At this point, I was done rolling the bread and then I transferred it into a baking pan. So I went ahead to do the same thing for the second mixture. I rolled it flat using my rolling pin. Then once I had done rolling it flat, I went ahead to roll it again. At this point, it was all ready. Then I went ahead to transfer it into my baking tray as well. So I've got the 2 of them nicely rolled. And so I covered them before transferring them into my preheated oven. After like 45 minutes, they are doubled in size. Yes, this is what they were looking like. All beautiful and ready to go through the fire. I transferred them into the oven for 25 minutes at 180 degrees and it came out really beautiful. Although I like my bread really brown, Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, if you've not subscribed to Mama Eto Special, here is a plea and an opportunity to do that. Thank you very much.